It's called Advanced Answering Techniques. So it is 3 professional people explaining to other people how to answer different questions, a multiple variety of questions. Advanced Answering Techniques.
Hello and welcome to Advanced Answering Techniques. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Josh. Here's another of your hosts. His name is Caleb.
Hi.
Here's another host. His name is Gabe.
Hi. I'm Gabe. How are you, Josh?
I don't know if it's just something I'm doing, but this has such a strange rhythm to it.
It is.
different.
Right away.
It's different.
It's pretty weird. I mean, I have a guess as to why it feels different.
Do you?
Right.
Do you?
No
yeah,
headphones.
but I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Oh.
No, Caleb,
I know. I'm curious.
just to be honest, I'm just intrigued.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? What do you think? it
Gabe
is?
already said it while I was talking.
Oh, okay.
You might have heard it if you're a discerning listener.
Which is that we're not wearing headphones this week. We usually wear headphones.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mhm.
But we
we
don't
suggest
have
you don't
headphones
wear
this
them
week.
this week either.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. If you're wearing headphones, take them off and just let the episode keep playing.
Yep.
Let it play out into the air.
Into the air so that
Let our-
everybody around you can enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
That-
see if it can survive in the air.
And yeah, we'll see if exposure to the air
Is this an anaerobe? Is this podcast an anaerobe that
Could be.
dies
Yeah.
in the
just
presence of
wilts.
oxygen?
it's not good for it. Or is it like a flame?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if like
And the
I'd like to
oxygen will feed
hire some young ethnic men to kind of to play our podcast loud through the neighborhood.
Yes, right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just of any ethnicity. Just,
Yeah, that's what I've
that's what-
noticed.
yeah.
You know,
Just of
any
any-
ethnicity.
Well, just some kind of ethnic man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the white guys will do it. So that's not an ethnicity. being
White guys that's an ethnicity.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I'm
So any man with any sort
Young
of
man,
heritage.
I
So
mean,
therefore, any man.
if we're
Yes,
talking
not
about
orphans.
Right.
if we're talking about the census does like the U.S. Department of Labor, statistics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ethnicity, I think, just refers to whether or not you're Hispanic. I think I think we
Yes.
talked about this
That's-
before.
Definitely.
So-
yes.
Yeah. pretty
It's
much-
non-Hispanic or Hispanic.
Yep.
It's kind of one of the big. That should be all there we need.
Yeah. Just to make our decisions.
Yeah.
We have a question this week. This is kind of an interesting one. I've been carrying this. Listen to that.
Whoa.
You hear that?
I've been carrying this around in my backpack since the beginning of July.
Wow.
Certainly.
And here we are, end of August.
End of August that we're recording this. Not to put a timestamp on where we
Right.
are.
Yeah, but it's
but it is.
August. What's the day? What
26.
time
August
is it?
26.
Yeah,
It's
26.
1:17 p.m. probably at this
And
point.
what this is, and we've
1:13.
mentioned this before, is that we have received a money question. Caleb was adamant about requesting a money question,
Okay.
and it paid off.
Yes.
His
We'll see.
Yeah, it's true. We'll see how much it paid
did
off.
it?
So we're going to start the episode by indulging in a money question. Yes, go ahead.
What if this is $1 million bill?
To be
If it
honest-
is, it's probably a gospel tract. I've seen those floating around, where it's like $1 million bill. You're like, whoa! I found $1 million bill, and then it's like,
Oh no,
you know,
it's just
more
eternal
valuable.
salvation.
Yeah,
yeah.
I already have that.
Eternal salvation plus.
Yeah, yeah.
But this has been sent by the return address is money questioner,
Ooh.
and it's that somebody who's familiar with the podcast. They have actually gone to the trouble of drawing in
Yeah.
kind of some of the elements.
It
of
counts
the
as fan art.
yeah. This
I
is
think.
fan art, so I'm going to be careful
yeah.
to not
Yeah.
destroy
Don't
the
destroy
photo.
that
Yeah.
I'm
part.
going to go ahead, guys. Why don't you
We got
while I'm
this
opening this, can
open-
you guys just kind of fill some time?
Yeah, Josh has this. It's
You're just
legal
gonna
size
describe what he's
envelope.
doing?
I mean, that's when he said fill some of this space. That's kind of the first thing that came to mind was just narrate what he's
Would you?
what he's got going on.
Very interesting.
Okay, it is money,
No.
I'm seeing
and
how
it is a
much.
special bill. I can see from here.
I'm seeing inside here.
It's not
$1
a bill
million?
you see all that
And
often.
it is a defaced $2 bill.
Yes. And
There's
those
a
are
s-
very rare.
It seems like it says, "Who is the best uncle?" And it is a.
Oh, okay.
We have Jefferson here
On the $2
on
bill.
the $2 bill with a mustache. I mean, that's just they didn't do anything. It's just Jefferson is on the $2 bill.
Okay.
But he does have a little mustache, a little handlebar.
He's got a mustache, and it has. But is there an arrow? Or no, the Jefferson
arrow,
is asking.
I think Jefferson seems to be asking, "Who is the best uncle?"
Who's the best?
Who's the
uncle?
best?
Okay, so
uncle?
I mean that puts us in within a. It might be a clue, I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
Then there's a sort of ripped piece of paper done on. This looks like moleskin
Oh yeah.
paper with a little graphing
Yeah.
dots here.
Okay.
It says suds.
It's got some
Like
pictures. It's like got bubbles on it.
Either
bubbles.
that or it's potatoes,
Yeah, they
Exactly.
could be
floating
potatoes.
potatoes.
Various sizes
Okay.
of potatoes.
And this is a letter. It's
It's
got
a letter.
text here. Dear Caleb, Gabe, and Josh, I hope this letter finds you well. I have prepared for you a money question, a photo question, and a poem question.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
Please enjoy yourselves, boys. I mean it. But please do calm down, Caleb. Please do calm down, Caleb, if he enjoys himself too much, as we all know is known to happen from time to time. This says, suds. 3 good buds, all in the tub. Soap in the water, rub-a-dub-dub. Too many evil suds overwhelm the 3 buds. 2 bodies claimed by Satan's evil suds. Who lives? Okay, so so that's another question.
So that's a poem question.
It's a poem question.
And then the picture question is
This is called Photo You Have Taken.
this is a slide.
I'm sorry. It says, what is the best? Yes, this is on a slide.
This is
What is the best photo you have taken?
like a
Okay.
slide that you put in a projector
Yeah.
and click through
Yeah.
in like the 80s, you know.
Pass
Okay.
this around.
Can we make out the
Wow.
content of
I
this?
don't make out with it yet.
Yeah, I want to see
Well,
it.
I'll ask for
To
it.
see it unsullied.
Unmolested.
Yeah, unmolested.
Oh, okay. I know this building.
Ah.
This is the building by Stuckey's, right? By Hungadunga
Yeah. And
Hungy Dungy.
the famous grocery store Rose Hours.
Rose
Famous.
Hours. Yes, it's
Whoever
famous.
is writing this, they do have good handwriting.
Yeah.
Pretty good handwriting, I'd say.
Yeah,
Which makes
I like it.
Interesting. What's that?
I give it an L for legible.
it legible.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabe.
Okay,
Have your
so-
way with the slide.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll start making out with it. No, I'm not. I'm not. gonna
Okay,
kiss
so
the
let's
picture.
deal with this. This is actually a lot of questions.
We have a lot to
deal
get
with.
to.
Yeah.
This is not going to be short.
But Caleb does seem nice and calm
I'm
right
not
now.
crazy yet.
Far.
I might get kind of
I don't
crazy
feel
later
like-
when we talk about Satan's evil side.
I don't feel any need to really calm down Caleb.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So let's go ahead and we'll go with the money question first.
Yeah.
Or no, let's withhold the money question.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. You guys can help me. You can weigh in. This is what we've actually asked for. Is
Yep.
a money
Money.
question. We
Money
never
question.
asked really for. Did we ask for a poem question? Maybe we
haven't.
did.
But people,
We've
you know,
gotten poem
We did ask
questions
for a
before.
picture. Maybe we did ask for these.
We have asked
we
for
asked for all of these.
At one point, I know that we were pretty open about what
what
questions
kind of
could
questions
be.
well, yeah, what things could be questions.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly. So
Yeah.
So that's
We're
kind
still
of
and we're
interesting.
still open
yeah, sure.
about that.
I mean, if
Totally.
it's this much fun, they can
Yeah.
pretty much be whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, let's go ahead and let's go with what's the best photo that you've taken.
Okay.
Oh, the best photo that you've taken.
Best
Yes.
photo that you've taken.
Oh man, that's a good question.
I mean, I have one that immediately jumps to my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're one of the more. You guys are gonna. This is gonna be easier for you than for me. I'm not much of a photo taker.
Well, I'll be honest. Because I take photos, and I feel like I've taken some pretty good photos through the years.
Yeah.
It's kind of harder in that.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
Not
Recently,
to brag, but
I took a photo of 2 elderly Asian women being escorted to their flights at the airport.
I've seen the picture.
Yeah.
It's good. It's very good.
And so I just asked them if I could take a picture of them. Polaroid. This is not on the internet. You may not see it unless you come and ask me in person.
Not.
Yeah.
I don't take pictures of my Polaroids.
Yeah.
I don't digitize them.
Yeah.
Smart.
But yeah, it's a picture of these 2 elderly Asian women. They're in wheelchairs, and there's airport staff standing behind them.
Yep.
Just
And they're smiling.
It's a great
They're
picture.
kind of smiling. They're kind of just like, okay. When I asked them if I could take their picture, they said, "Why do you want to take our picture? Because we're disabled?"
Mm-hmm.
That was the immediate question. I said, "No, I think it's nice. You don't see 2 friends traveling together, like this very often."
Yeah.
And they're like, "We're not friends. We're sisters."
yeah.
And then I was like, "Well, that's even better."
Mm-hmm.
I took the picture, and then they were like, "I better not see that online, or I'll send someone after you," is what this woman said to me. And I was like, "Yeah, that is what you'd have to do."
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you think?
You'd have to send someone
Right.
after me. You're not
can't.
coming after
Yeah.
me.
Who do you
can't.
think they would send after you?
Some kind of
Ninja.
yes. Yes. I was going to say at least like a very agile, quick
nephew?
younger male relative is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And look, hey, maybe there's a standout girl
Yeah.
Sure.
who's
Yeah.
kind of bloodthirsty and whatnot.
Yeah.
A niece. Yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah. It could be a nephew or a niece.
Yep.
Either way, watch your step.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
But that's
so anyway,
partially
that's my
why you
best-
haven't
Yes.
digitized it in any fashion, which is
It's
smart.
It's a great picture.
We like it.
Excellent job, Caleb.
Yeah, that is really, really difficult for me to pick just one. There's one that stands in my mind. It's a picture of my friend Joe from when he had been taking a nap, and I woke him up, and I woke him up by taking a picture of him with the flash on in a dark room, and it was really bright on his face, and it's a really bad photo of him, and his lips look really big and weird and pink. And
like 2 hot dogs.
he's not a bad looking guy, but in this picture he looks crazy and insane. Yeah, he's got 2 hot dogs, pink hot dogs though, because the hot dogs are kind of like brown.
Yeah, but like there's pinks.
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
dog
on the
place.
inside, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my
two-
favorite photos I've taken.
2 hot dogs that have, or like one hot dog that's been cut down the middle.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is a good way to cook a hot
some,
dog
on
too.
some oatmeal.
Yeah.
On top of some
On top
oatmeal.
of some oatmeal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That one I like, and I took a picture of my mom's dog one time. It's a good picture.
Yeah.
Of a
Did that
dog.
become an album cover?
It became an album cover and a T-shirt.
Wow.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I mean, I'd say that's one
I
of my
think
better
that's-
pictures.
That kind of outshines the hot dog mouth.
Well, I
one.
made a T-shirt out of the one of Joe, but
Oh, you did?
hot dog. I wish I did.
Oh,
I wish I was that cool.
yeah.
I'm not. I just have to lie to be that cool.
I can't really think of any photo that I have personally ever taken, but grammatically, it could be a photo taken of me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
photo
Yes.
that you have taken.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I once around Christmas, so when I was home in Pennsylvania, but still living out here in Idaho, I took a picture, I think, with all of us brothers,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's a good.
There's 40 of us.
There's
Yeah.
40 brothers.
40 brothers.
Well, yeah, almost 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly 40 brothers. And I had something fierce and leonine in my aspect.
Mm.
It's a very forceful looking picture.
Yeah.
It's a good picture of me, and it's so good that I printed it out and I autographed a picture and I gave it and I framed it and I gave it as a white elephant gift. An autographed picture of myself that said "Best Josh."
Well,
Best.
that's cool, Josh. I will say I'm slightly hurt because I did just recently take a picture of you. It turned out really great.
That was a good picture. You know what? That flashed into my mind as a runner-up.
Okay, good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That it's a runner-up at least.
Runner-up.
Even if it's not
Red ribbon.
Yeah,
quite there.
I would have mentioned that one, but I thought giving a white elephant gift.
Yeah,
the story was
good story.
The story's better behind
better.
that one.
Yeah.
Definitely. The story, because the other one is just like he walked out in the water and I walked out after him and got a picture of him floating in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I was feeling
It's
quite
not that good.
in that context though, but I mentioned this to Gabe, not at that moment, but in another situation, that whenever I'm in water, I think it was Gabe, looking at the shore, that I feel like I have a very strong echo of in There Will Be Blood. When Daniel Plainview is, he's just figured out that his brother, his alleged brother, spoiler alert, is not his brother.
Oh yeah.
And it's the moment where he decides to disconnect himself entirely from humanity.
Yeah.
I always feel that way.
You feel that
when I'm out in the water looking at the shore.
You're like, I could disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're at a threshold.
You're in a liminal space.
Yes.
Oh, man, liminal spaces.
Yeah.
Love those.
Oh,
it's my favorite kind of space.
So basically, I got a picture of you contemplating becoming a mass murderer.
Not a mass murderer, but rejecting humanity.
Right. Just leaving humanity behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
And that's kind of a fun thing about pictures. You don't know if you're capturing that moment for other people.
Yeah.
You don't know
what you're capturing,
what's actually in the picture entirely.
Right.
Even
usually
though you can see it.
Usually I ask for permission, but I did take a picture that I did not ask for permission as a man sleeping at the airport.
Yeah.
I took a picture of him, and then I looked at the woman sitting next to me who noticed what I was doing, and I said, shh. Yeah. I held my finger up and told her to shh.
Yeah.
And then I showed her the picture later.
The old,
And she laughed. And then I said, can I take your picture? And she said, no. And then I kept asking her, and she said no every time.
That's good.
Let's go back to the poem question. Remember, this was suds, 3 good buds, all in the tub, soap in the water, rub-a-dub-dub, too many evil suds, overwhelm the 3 buds, 2 bodies claimed by Satan's evil suds. Who lives?
Yeah, so this seems like it kind of pairs with the money question. The favorite uncle who lives. Maybe not.
Could these, there's part of me that thinks that maybe we're supposed to be the 3 buds.
That's what I'm. That's what I think.
Do you think that's true?
It feels like that's what we're supposed to.
2 of us
take
are
from
so
it.
weak that we die from bubbles.
2 bodies.
They're
claimed
evil
by
bubbles.
by Satan's evil suds. Who lives?
Yeah.
I mean, we got to pick this apart a little bit. I was thinking, one possibility was somebody smaller, they get sucked down the drain, they drown.
Right.
It's not really suds related though.
Yeah.
I'm kind of realizing.
Well, this is what I think is how it plays out. Josh is so old, he definitely dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I die because I'm disabled.
In some ways.
And Gabe wins. Gabe survives.
I like that solution very much. But I do feel like even though I am older, I have learned to handle myself around suds.
Yeah. Okay.
And so maybe experience counts for something here.
Yeah. Well, do you bathe frequently in a bath? Or like how often do you take a bath? How often do you take a bath, Gabe? Gabe never takes a bath. Josh?
Somewhat frequently. I enjoy a bath.
Yes. Me too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love a bath.
Yeah.
It's I mean, Epsom salts,
Disgusting.
all that kind of stuff. So you're right. It's like sort of because I'm disabled, I'm taking all these baths. So I'm kind of now they're not usually
Yeah.
super sudsy.
Right.
Right.
Gabe has
'Cause with the
basically no
disability,
experience
that's a
with
problem.
standing suds.
Yeah.
His suds rush off
Yeah.
and go down the drain.
Yeah.
That's true.
Whereas if I get suds, they're kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
My exposure to suds is usually very limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no getting around
Yeah.
it.
So in
He's
some
youngest,
ways,
but least experienced.
least experience. We've been trading
Yeah,
with the
right.
suds.
He
Right.
might think
You know.
you could just do whatever with
Yeah.
suds.
Yeah.
And we know can't do that with suds.
Like maybe
no,
I'm approaching it like these suds, surely they won't overpower me. But you guys are like, these suds at
know.
any moment
Yeah.
could overpower you.
we deal with
Yeah.
typically non-satanic
Could be it.
suds,
Right.
and they're kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
neutral suds are sort of tricky.
Truly, one of the reasons I don't take a bath is most bathtubs are not comfortable for me to lay
'Cause
down
you're
in
huge.
because I'm enormous. So
Yeah,
it's
big man.
it that might just preclude me from being a candidate for drowning in a bathtub at all because they just can't really contain
You? Yeah, I mean,
don't
but
know.
but the suds. You'll notice that suds, oftentimes, if they're depicted in a bath,
They're kind of over
piled up
yeah,
over
it's
the
true,
bath.
it's
They're
true.
not contained
Yeah.
in
Well,
the bath.
and this
and this is where the experience comes in handy that I just
See,
don't
I
have.
I've looked at pictures of suds online. Sometimes what I'm doing is kind of trying to fashion a bath in this, kind of my dream bath.
Yeah.
So I've got a picture that I'm using. I
Referring
printed
to.
out a picture
Yeah.
of the perfect bath,
Yeah.
and then I'm kind of arranging my bath in this way.
Right. Right.
And so yeah,
For
an
some reason, I
experience.
was thinking about Richard Dreyfuss in Close Encounters building the,
Oh yeah,
the
mhm,
mountain.
exactly. My
thing.
family's
You're
left
like,
me. Yes, I'm throwing bubbles in
Frenetically,
through the kitchen,
yeah.
through the window. The neighbors are looking in. My
Yeah.
family is pulling out and
Right.
driving away.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then but then you go inside and it does look quite
very sudsy.
nice. You understand why I'm
Yep.
doing what I'm doing.
So I'm the one that remains though.
and
is
then
that-
on TV, there's a picture of a bath,
a bath.
and
yeah.
my bath
Yep.
in the background.
But I think ultimately we can't really get away from Caleb's initial answer, and I am definitely dead. Yeah,
Yeah, I think you
even
are.
though I'm experienced with suds, I do decide it's time, and I let the suds take
yeah,
me.
yeah, right. You accept
Yeah.
your demise,
Accept my
and me, I am like, Gabe is an experience. This will be good. This will maybe be a defining moment for Gabe
Yeah.
to have the suds,
Yeah.
and see both of his brothers die from them.
Yeah, I'll learn.
and understand
Yeah. Yes.
how crazy it is. And also, I am done.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm also done.
Yeah. You're,
So it's just like, goodbye.
Okay, I'll take
So
it.
Gabe
Yeah.
wins.
yeah. No one lives forever.
Yeah.
No one lives forever. No one does. No one does. I mean, Elijah,
Yeah.
he didn't die.
That's true. Elijah didn't. Enoch. They were.
Swept up.
Just
Yep.
taking up.
Who is the best uncle? That's the money question.
Mm.
That's the $2 question.
The $2 question.
Is
Who's
who
the
is the
best
best
uncle?
uncle? And that's something that Jefferson's asking.
Um, because it's on money.
Mhm.
I'm thinking the answer is Uncle Sam.
Yeah. Mm.
Like
Yeah.
the country.
He is
The man who is the country.
Yeah.
He needs us.
Uncle Samerica himself.
Yes. Yeah, that is his middle name, Erica.
Sam Erica
Yeah.
States.
Yeah, they thought it through when
Totally.
they did this. It was a recruitment tool.
Yeah.
And
Uncle Sam,
Sam
Erica needs you.
it's,
Uncle Sam Erica needs United States. Once. It's once.
Yes.
United.
But he
once,
really needs
United.
States.
Stay. Go.
That
Stay. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Yes.
truly the greatest uncle, an uncle to, currently, I guess about 320 million people.
Wow.
Yeah.
But of course, a long storied history
Yeah.
Yeah.
of having been an uncle to many more. There goes.
Whoa.
Sorry.
There goes
There's my
Josh's
cottage
yogurt.
cheese.
Oh, cottage cheese.
What? Yeah. I mean, that's wild. Because it's like what we just don't even know. Americans don't know who their dad or their mom is.
I guess not.
We're just hanging out with our uncle.
Well, I guess
all the
if
time.
you
the
could make an argument that if we know who our uncle is, we do know who our parents are.
Yeah.
Because how can he be an uncle unless?
It's like King George is our dad. Or,
Yeah.
you know, Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Where does that come from, man? We're
What
gonna have to
is-
find that out?
That is something that we'll have to look
Yeah.
into.
Yeah, we'll do another episode explaining that. I'll do some research, and I'll submit it to you guys. You guys can review it.
Peer
and then
reviewed.
Peer review it.
Yeah.
See if I did the right research.
See if it
And
stands up to
then-
scrutiny.
You know, in case you don't want to go look it up in the meantime.
Right.
You just want to stay glued to this podcast feed. You'll get the answer.
Right. Eventually it'll happen.
Yep. The answer to that and many more questions.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
But I mean, who is the best uncle? It's the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
It's Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
But out of the three of us, who's the best uncle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not me.
I don't
I'm
think
kinda
it's
too
me
busy
either.
with
Oh.
all my stuff to be worrying about these
Oh,
nieces and nephews.
Without a doubt. I
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm. There's no way that I'm. That
I
I'm
have
the best
so much
uncle.
stuff I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have that much stuff I'm doing, but I still do not
Yeah.
have time. There's.
Yeah. Try to keep that list short. The things I'm doing,
Yeah.
but on one items that's on there is that's not on there is being a good uncle.
Oh yeah. Well, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's and then you're gonna be really good uncle to
Right.
this one kid.
Yeah.
Now these other kids are pissed off
Right.
Yeah.
because you were such a good uncle to that one kid.
And
So it's like, why don't I just be kind of a bad uncle to all?
right.
It's,
Right. I'm just gonna try to weird them out as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, like for those that don't know, we are talking about all of us have like 25 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like we do get somewhat of a pass
A
for
little
not
bit.
being
for being.
super involved
Yeah.
on every level with
Let's-
every one of them.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining a situation where Caleb or I are standing there at a family function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of our nieces or nephews comes up and with grubby hands
Yeah.
and kind of tugs at our sleeve.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of tugs at our sleeve and goes, let's just say it's Caleb in this
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Caleb.
I'm there. Yeah.
Why are you such a bad uncle? And I think your response would have to be because it's fair.
It's fair. That's exactly right. Well, and it's also like I'm also part of me is sort of like I got to learn to be a good dad before I can even try to be a good
Sure.
uncle.
Yeah.
And I'm also like, but I've also got to learn. I've been an uncle longer than I've been a dad.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm honestly trying to be a good uncle to my kids
Yeah,
first.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah.
first level.
Right.
Keep my kids at I'm more practiced at being an uncle anyway.
true.
Become
Yeah.
a great uncle to your children. A great uncle, just a good uncle to your
Yeah.
children,
Right.
and then maybe work up to being an average father, a mediocre father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm at that level as well.
Gabe?
Yeah. I mean, I feel comfortable with that.
But you've had more time being an uncle
Yeah.
and not a father
Well,
than either of us. So
and
you're
what's-
probably better.
Well,
And another thing to throw at you, you have more nieces and nephews than either Caleb or I do.
That's true.
that's true because I have,
Fewer children.
Fewer children. Well, but then, I guess you have to then also to consider the other side of the families that
Oh, that's true.
So that does. We don't have to do the math right here.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
It's true. So what you're saying
I'll
is,
do it later
what's your
and-
excuse? What's your excuse, Gabe? Why aren't you a good uncle?
Yeah.
No.
And that's a good question.
I think you are, out of us, you have the most
Here's what I'll say.
Avuncular tendencies.
you have the most potential.
Yeah, and
For us it's gone.
I do
yeah.
have a brain
You-
for dates, so I can
Yep.
remember most birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
The last 5 or 6, I
Yeah.
I do struggle.
Yeah.
with, and yeah, that's gonna
See,
happen.
that's better than me because I actually made a calendar that had birth dates on it,
Mhm.
and I got many of them wrong.
Right. Yeah. There's
So,
yeah, that happens.
so yeah.
That reminds me of recently when you wrote out a set list for Seth. You left out one of the songs.
One of the songs.
on the set list.
Yeah, I'm not
enjoyed that.
great at these things. Lists,
Yeah, lists,
dates.
copying.
I did
lists.
wait out 3 different lists, so
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
I got 2 out of
66
3.
Fatigued.
66% success rate. That's
15
okay.
songs on 3 lists. That's a lot.
Thanks so much for listening to Advanced Answering Techniques. You can send us your questions. We'd love to receive, I guess, really any format of question, but the most standard would be an audio file of some kind sent to advancedansweringtechniques@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.